Welcome to your detailed Libra horoscope for June 12th, 2025. Today presents a fascinating cosmic landscape for those born under the scales of balance. As we move into this mid-June day, Libra natives will find themselves at an interesting crossroads. The Sun in Gemini forms a harmonious sextile with your sign, creating a mentally stimulating atmosphere where your natural diplomatic abilities shine brightly. Communication flows with unusual ease today, making it perfect for important conversations and negotiations. Venus, your ruling planet, has moved into Leo, igniting your social sector with warmth and creative energy. This placement brings a particular glow to your interpersonal connections, especially in group settings or community projects. You'll likely find yourself drawn to artistic pursuits or cultural events that allow you to express your aesthetic sensibilities. In terms of your love life, this day carries significant potential for Librans in both established relationships and those seeking connection. For coupled Libras, there's a delightful balance between independence and togetherness. You're able to maintain your personal space while still nurturing the bonds that matter most. If you're single, your natural charm is amplified today, and a chance encounter in an intellectual or artistic setting could spark something meaningful. Pay special attention to conversations that challenge your perspectives. There's romantic potential hidden in dynamic intellectual exchanges. Career-wise, June 12th, 2025, brings a forward-moving energy after what may have felt like weeks of planning without visible progress. Mercury in Cáncer is activating your professional sector, lending emotional intelligence to your workplace communications. This is an excellent day to present ideas to superiors or pitch concepts to clients, as your ability to read the room and adjust your approach accordingly is heightened. A senior colleague or mentor figure may offer unexpected support or guidance. Remain open to advice from unexpected sources. Financial matters take on a more pragmatic tone today. With Saturn's influence in your resource sector, you're thinking about long-term security rather than immediate gratifications. This is an ideal time to review your budget, adjust investment strategies, or consider a more conservative approach to spending. A financial opportunity may arise through a professional connection. Carefully weigh its merits rather than jumping in impulsively. Your physical and emotional well-being are highlighted under today's lunar influence. The moon in Aquarius brings awareness to your health routines and daily habits. You may suddenly see patterns that have been affecting your energy levels without your conscious awareness. Consider making small adjustments to your schedule that honor your body's natural rhythms. Hydration is particularly important for you today, and activities that combine mental engagement with physical movement like dance, yoga, or swimming will bring the greatest benefits. Socially, this is a vibrant day with multiple opportunities for meaningful connection. Your charm and social grace are operating at peak levels, making you the natural mediator in group settings. A friend may seek your advice on a delicate matter. Your balanced perspective offers genuine help, but be careful not to get entangled in someone else's drama. Your social calendar may fill quickly today, so be mindful about overcommitting yourself. For personal growth, Jupiter's expansive energy is activating your sector of higher knowledge and broader horizons. This creates a hunger for learning and new experiences. You might feel drawn to study a subject that has always intrigued you, or to make plans for travel to a destination that calls to your spirit. Pay attention to recurring themes in conversations. The universe is highlighting a particular area where your growth is ready to accelerate. Your intuition deserves special attention today, Libra. With Neptune's subtle influence, the line between logical analysis, which you typically prefer, and intuitive knowing becomes interestingly blurred. Dreams or moments of sudden insight carry important messages. Keep a journal nearby to record impressions that arise throughout the day. The afternoon hours bring a particularly productive energy for creative projects or collaborative work. Your ability to see multiple perspectives simultaneously, your signature Libran trait, serves you exceptionally well between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. This is an ideal window for brainstorming sessions, artistic pursuits, or resolving conflicts that have resisted previous solutions. Evening brings a more contemplative mood, perfect for connecting with loved ones in meaningful conversation or enjoying cultural pursuits. A book, film, or piece of music may resonate deeply, offering insights that apply to your current life circumstances. Your lucky color today is copper. Incorporating this metallic tone into your attire or environment helps activate Venus's benevolent influence. The number 6 carries special significance, potentially appearing in timing, opportunities, or meaningful coincidences. One challenge to remain aware of: your desire to please others could lead to overcommitment today. Practice the art of the graceful no when necessary, preserving your energy for what truly matters to you. Remember that maintaining your internal balance is prerequisite to helping others find theirs. As you move through this promising day, Libra, trust that your natural gifts for harmony, fairness, and beauty are exactly what the world needs. Your ability to create peace in turbulent situations isn't just a personal trait, it's your unique contribution to the collective well-being. Embrace your role as the balancer, the harmonizer, the one who sees beauty where others miss it. June 12th, 2025, offers you a canvas for creating more beauty and balance in your corner of the world. The planetary alignment on June 12, 2025, creates a fascinating cosmic landscape for Libra. With the Sun firmly positioned at 22 degrees in Gemini, there's a natural harmonic resonance with your air element, enhancing your intellectual pursuits and social connections. This position activates your ninth house of higher learning and exploration, suggesting that philosophical insights or educational opportunities may present themselves today. The Gemini Sun's trine to your Libra energy creates a flow of ideas that feels both natural and invigorating. You may find yourself drawn to conversations that expand your worldview or challenge your existing perspectives in productive ways. Venus, your ruling planet, is positioned at 17 degrees Cancer, occupying your 10th house of career and public image. This placement creates an interesting dynamic as Venus, in the emotional water sign of Cancer, brings a nurturing quality to your professional endeavors. There's a square aspect forming between Venus and Saturn at 5 degrees Aries in your 7th house, suggesting some tension between your professional aspirations and partnership obligations. This aspect may manifest as difficult choices between career demands and relationship needs. The emotional undercurrents of Venus in Cancer also make you more sensitive to workplace dynamics and professional recognition today. Mercury, positioned at 29 degrees in Gemini, the critical anaretic degree, indicates a moment of communicative culmination or transition. This placement in your 9th house amplifies your ability to express complex ideas and engage with broader concepts. However, as Mercury prepares to move into Cancer tomorrow, there's a sense of urgency to complete thought processes or communications that require logical detachment. Important conversations initiated today carry significant weight and may establish patterns that continue to develop over coming weeks. The Moon transits through Capricorn at 8 degrees today, directly opposite your sign, highlighting your 4th house of home and emotional foundations. This creates a natural tension between your need for partnership harmony and your private emotional world. The Moon forms a supportive trine with Mars at 10 degrees Taurus in your 8th house, providing emotional resilience when dealing with shared resources, intimate relationships, or psychological matters that require transformation. This Lunar-Mars connection gives you emotional strength to address issues you might normally avoid. Jupiter at 18 degrees Gemini continues its expansive journey through your 9th house, amplifying the Sun's effects and bringing opportunities for growth through education, travel, publishing, or legal matters. Jupiter's sextile to your natal Libra placements opens doorways to expansion through balanced partnerships and collaborative ventures. This is an excellent day to explore new philosophical territories or engage with cultural experiences that broaden your perspective. Saturn's retrograde motion at 5 degrees Aries in your 7th house of partnerships continues to restructure your approach to commitments and relationships. This position demands accountability and maturity in one-to-one connections, possibly bringing lessons through delays or challenges. The Venus-Saturn square activating today suggests relationship tensions might arise from professional commitments or authority figures. Consider how your need for harmony might be challenged by necessary boundaries or limitations. Uranus at 27 degrees Taurus in your 8th house forms a sextile to Mercury, bringing unexpected insights or communications regarding shared resources, investments, or intimate matters. This aspect can trigger sudden revelations about financial entanglements or psychological patterns that have remained hidden. Pay attention to intuitive flashes regarding joint ventures or collaborative projects. They may contain valuable innovation potential. Neptune at 14 degrees Aries creates an interesting quincunx to your Libra energy, requiring adjustments between your idealistic vision of harmony and the more individualistic, pioneering energy currently influencing your partnership sector. This aspect can create subtle confusion about boundaries in relationships, making it important to distinguish between genuine compromise and self-sacrifice. Pluto, having recently re-entered Aquarius at 3 degrees, activates your 5th house of creativity, romance, and self-expression. This transformative planet forms a supportive trine to your Libra placements, empowering you to reinvent your creative approach or romantic patterns. The evolutionary nature of this transit encourages authentic self-expression, even when it disrupts harmonious dynamics you typically prefer to maintain. The North Node at 15 degrees Aries in your 7th house continues to pull your evolutionary path toward more authentic and courageous partnership dynamics, while the South Node in Libra suggests releasing patterns of excessive compromise or indecision. Today's planetary weather encourages steps toward relationship patterns that honor both independence and connection. Chiron at 23 degrees Aries forms a challenging aspect to your Libra energy, potentially triggering sensitivity around identity within relationships. This placement in your 7th house may highlight healing opportunities through partnership interactions that touch on core wounds related to assertion and individuation. Notice if relationship dynamics today reveal patterns that need healing attention. The asteroid Pallas, Athena at 9 degrees Leo in your 11th house forms a trine with Neptune, enhancing your strategic vision for community engagement and collective projects. This aspect brings creative problem-solving abilities to social situations and group endeavors. Your diplomatic Libra nature is especially equipped to utilize this energy for mediating group dynamics. The Black Moon Lilith at 27 degrees Cancer activates your career sector, bringing attention to situations where you may have compromised authentic expression for professional advancement. This placement challenges you to integrate the shadow aspects of ambition with your natural desire for fairness and harmony. The overall planetary configuration for June 12, 2025, presents Libra with a complex tapestry of energies that primarily activate your communication, relationship, and career sectors. The predominance of planets in Gemini and Cáncer suggests a day where intellectual flexibility meets emotional intelligence. The key challenge lies in navigating the square between Venus in Cáncer and Saturn in Aries, essentially a tension between nurturing professional connections and maintaining appropriate boundaries in partnerships. Balance, as always for Libra, remains your central theme, but today's specific lesson involves balancing heart-centered professional expression with structured relationship commitments. June 12, 2025 brings a fascinating communication landscape for Libra natives as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with your ruling planet Venus. This celestial conversation creates an exceptional day for all forms of expression. Your natural diplomatic abilities are heightened, making this an ideal time to address sensitive topics that you've been postponing. Words flow with unusual grace today, allowing you to articulate complex emotions with remarkable clarity. The moon's position in fellow air sign Gemini amplifies your intellectual agility, making this a standout day for presentations, important discussions, or creative writing endeavors. Your capacity to see multiple perspectives, a signature Libra trait, is particularly pronounced today. This empathic communication style opens doors that might otherwise remain closed. Notice how others respond more favorably when you express your authentic viewpoint while still acknowledging theirs. Saturn's influence from your sixth house adds weight to your words, especially in professional contexts. What you communicate today has staying power, so choose your message carefully. This isn't merely about charm. There's substance behind your expression that others recognize and respect. A subtle square between Mars and Jupiter suggests watching for a tendency to overcommit through your communications. You might feel so confident in your expression that you promise more than is realistic. The Venus-Neptune sextile infuses your communication style with unusual creativity and intuition. You may find yourself expressing ideas that seem to come from a deeper wellspring than usual. Trust these insights. They're connecting you to subtle truths that your analytical mind might typically override. Digital communications receive favorable aspects today, making this an excellent time to update your social media presence, start a blog, or refresh your online professional profiles. Your aesthetic sensibilities are particularly sharp, helping you create content that's both beautiful and meaningful. For Libras involved in writing projects, the Mercury-Venus trine offers a rare flow state where words arrange themselves with minimal effort. Capture these thoughts as they come. This transit won't last forever. In romantic conversations, you'll find yourself able to express feelings that have been difficult to articulate. Partners and potential love interests are especially receptive to your communication style today. The day's energy supports clearing up misunderstandings through thoughtful dialogue rather than avoidance. For Libras in business settings, your presentation skills are at their peak. If you've been waiting for the right moment to pitch an idea or request a promotion, the stars align in your favor today. Your ability to frame proposals in ways that highlight mutual benefits is particularly strong. The second half of the day brings a subtle shift as the moon forms an aspect with Pluto, deepening your communication style. Conversations may naturally turn toward more profound topics, allowing for meaningful connection rather than superficial exchanges. Journal writing proves especially revelatory today. Insights flow through your pen that might surprise you with their wisdom and clarity. Consider dedicating time to capture these thoughts. Listen as much as you speak today. With your heightened communication abilities comes an equally enhanced capacity to truly hear others. The insights gained through attentive listening will prove valuable in the weeks ahead. Group discussions shine particularly bright under today's aspects. Your natural ability to synthesize different viewpoints into a harmonious whole makes you an invaluable facilitator in team settings. Pay attention to creative inspiration that comes through conversation. A casual remark might spark your next brilliant idea. June 12, 2025 marks a particularly intriguing day for Libra's financial landscape. With Venus, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Jupiter in your 8th house of shared resources, unexpected financial opportunities could emerge through partnerships or investments. This planetary alignment creates a fertile ground for wealth expansion, particularly through collaborative ventures or passive income streams you've previously established. Don't be surprised if a forgotten investment suddenly yields results, or if someone approaches you with an offer involving shared assets or resources. The moon in Aquarius illuminating your 5th house of creativity suggests that financial gains may come through creative projects or speculative ventures. Your innovative thinking is particularly enhanced today, allowing you to see money-making opportunities others might miss. This is an excellent time to pitch ideas, especially those involving technology, social media, or community-based financial initiatives. Mercury in Gemini is activating your 9th house of expansion, indicating that financial opportunities may come from foreign connections, educational pursuits, or publishing ventures. Pay close attention to communications from abroad or opportunities that involve expanding your knowledge base. A conversation with someone from a different cultural background could lead to a lucrative partnership or investment opportunity. Mars in Leo is energizing your 11th house of networks and future goals, suggesting that your social connections could directly impact your financial standing today. A friend or associate may introduce you to a profitable opportunity or provide valuable information about a potential investment. Industry gatherings, virtual networking events, or professional social media platforms could be particularly fruitful sources of financial intelligence. Saturn's position in Pisces continues to restructure your 6th house of daily work and service, indicating that financial stability comes through disciplined work routines and attention to detail in your everyday tasks. Though this placement can sometimes feel restrictive, today's aspects suggest that your diligent efforts in organizing your work life are about to pay off in tangible ways. Uranus in Gemini is making a significant aspect to your natal Venus, potentially bringing unexpected financial windfalls or sudden changes in how you earn or manage money. This could manifest as a surprise bonus, an unexpected side gig opportunity, or a revolutionary idea for increasing your income. Be open to unconventional approaches to wealth building today. Neptune in Aries is activating your 7th house of partnerships, suggesting that financial opportunities may come through business collaborations or joint ventures. However, exercise caution and ensure all details are clearly outlined, as Neptune can sometimes cloud judgment or create idealistic expectations. Ask for specifics when discussing potential financial arrangements with partners. Pluto's transformative energy in Aquarius is deeply affecting your 5th house of speculation and investments, indicating that today might bring opportunities for significant financial transformation through calculated risks. This isn't about reckless gambling, but rather strategic positioning in areas where you have knowledge and insight. A small, well-researched investment today could yield substantial returns in the future. The North Node in Taurus continues to direct your financial destiny toward building solid material security and developing your personal resources. Today's energy supports taking steps that align with your long-term financial stability rather than seeking quick gains. Consider how your financial decisions today contribute to your overall sense of security and self-worth. Jupiter's expansive influence in your sector of shared resources suggests that loans, mortgages, or refinancing options may be particularly favorable today. If you've been considering restructuring debt or applying for financial support for a business venture, the cosmic energies support these endeavors now. Your financial intuition is particularly sharp today, with the moon forming a supportive aspect to your natal Mercury. Trust your gut feelings about financial matters, especially when it comes to timing investments or making important purchases. Your subconscious may be picking up on subtle market trends or opportunities that your conscious mind hasn't fully processed yet. The day's overall financial vibration for Libra suggests growth through collaboration rather than solo efforts. While you may be tempted to handle everything independently, your greatest financial gains today will likely come through strategic partnerships and resource pooling. Consider joining investment groups, cooperatives, or business partnerships that align with your values and long-term financial goals. For Libras working in creative fields, today offers exceptional opportunities to monetize your artistic talents. The 5th house activation suggests that creative side projects could become surprisingly lucrative. Consider licensing your creative work, exploring passive income possibilities for your artistic output, or collaborating with brands that appreciate your aesthetic sensibilities. The cosmic energies for Libra on June 12, 2025, are creating several pockets of good fortune that you would be wise to explore and leverage. Venus, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter today, opening up multiple channels of opportunity and abundance. This planetary configuration specifically blesses your third house of communication and local connections, suggesting that fortune will find you through conversations, short trips, and interactions within your community. Pay special attention to casual exchanges that might initially seem insignificant. They could lead to remarkable opportunities. A chance meeting with a neighbor or a brief conversation at a local cafe might introduce you to someone who later becomes instrumental in your personal or professional journey. The universe is placing fortunate connections directly in your path today. The Mercury-Venus sextile, also active today, particularly enhances your ability to express yourself with both charm and clarity. Your words carry extra persuasive power, making this an excellent day for presentations, important discussions, or any situation where you need to win others to your perspective. Creative thinking is another fortunate area today. The moon in Aquarius is stimulating your fifth house of creativity and self-expression, bringing flashes of innovative ideas that combine practicality with artistic vision. Trust your creative impulses, as they're cosmically supported and could lead to recognition or financial reward. Financial opportunities appear particularly promising in collaborative ventures. The sun's position indicates that partnering with others could bring greater abundance than solo efforts today. Look for situations where you can pool resources, talents, or networks with others who complement your skills. Educational pursuits are also highly favored. If you've been considering taking a class, attending a workshop, or even teaching others, today's energy supports intellectual growth and knowledge exchange. The universe seems to be placing teachers and mentors in your path who can accelerate your learning in areas that will ultimately prove fortunate. Your aesthetic sense is heightened under today's planetary alignments, giving you an edge in any situation requiring good taste, design sensibility, or the creation of beauty. This could translate to fortunate outcomes in home decoration, fashion choices, or artistic pursuits. Trust your eye for balance and harmony. Social gatherings, especially those related to cultural or artistic events, could be gateways to fortunate connections. An invitation you might otherwise overlook could place you in precisely the right environment to meet someone who opens doors for you. The ninth house influence from Jupiter suggests that fortune may arrive through international connections, publishing, or higher education pursuits. If you've been considering expanding your horizons through travel or study, cosmic forces are aligning to make these paths particularly rewarding. Legal matters receive favorable energy today as well. If you've been involved in any negotiations, mediations, or formal agreements, the stars suggest positive outcomes, particularly if you lean into your natural diplomatic abilities. Your physical vitality is also blessed today, with Mars forming a supportive aspect that enhances your energy levels and physical coordination. Activities that combine social interaction with physical movement, perhaps a dance class, group sport, or even a walking meeting, could lead to fortunate developments. Today's numerological influence of 12, from the date 6 to 12, resonates with Libra's natural talents for partnership, suggesting that your most fortunate opportunities will involve collaboration rather than solitary efforts. Balance your innate desire for harmony with a willingness to initiate action. With Venus and Mars in positive aspect, you have cosmic support to both create beauty and actively pursue what you desire. Fortune today also flows through acts of generosity and fairness. Your natural Libran inclination toward justice can open doors when you advocate not just for yourself, but for others. The universe seems to be rewarding those who maintain balance between self-interest and the greater good. Pay attention to your dreams from last night as well. With Neptune's influence, your subconscious may have received important information about where to find your greatest fortune today. Intuitive hits and subtle feelings of being drawn toward certain people or situations should be heeded as cosmic guidance. Above all, the most fortunate area for you today involves embracing opportunities for creating greater balance, whether in your relationships, your work environment, or your inner emotional life. The universe is supporting all efforts toward harmony and equity, making this an excellent day to mediate conflicts, restore equilibrium to unbalanced situations, and bring opposing forces into alignment. Trust that your natural talents are cosmically amplified today, bringing good fortune when you act authentically from your center of balance and fairness. As June 12th, 2025 unfolds, Libra, your social landscape is significantly influenced by Venus entering your 11th house of friendships and social networks. This placement empowers your natural diplomatic abilities and enhances your charm in group settings. The position of your ruling planet in this socially oriented house creates a magnetic pull, drawing people toward your balanced perspective and fair-minded approach to relationships. Today isn't just about casual social interactions. It's about meaningful connections that could potentially reshape your social circle in the months to come. The moon in Leo forms a sextile with Venus, adding a layer of warmth and generosity to your interactions. This aspect encourages you to step into the spotlight within your social groups, something that you, as a Libra, might sometimes hesitate to do in favor of maintaining harmony. However, today the stars support you in expressing yourself more boldly in social settings. Mercury's position in Gemini activates your ninth house of higher knowledge and philosophy, giving your conversations unusual depth. You'll find yourself naturally steering discussions toward meaningful topics rather than staying in the shallow waters of small talk. This planetary arrangement offers a rare opportunity to form connections based on intellectual compatibility and shared values, the kind of bonds that last beyond fleeting social scenarios. Saturn's influence from your sixth house introduces a note of discernment to your social choices. You may find yourself naturally evaluating which relationships deserve more of your time and energy. This isn't about becoming exclusive or judgmental, but rather about recognizing that your time and emotional resources are valuable. The day brings opportunities for reconciliation with a friend or acquaintance with whom you've experienced tension. Jupiter's generous aspect to your seventh house of partnerships supports healing conversations and renewed understanding. For Libras in romantic relationships, this is an excellent day to socialize as a couple. Your partner may introduce you to new connections that prove valuable, or you might strengthen your bond by engaging with mutual friends. The third quarter moon phase occurring today suggests completing social projects or group initiatives before moving on to new ones. A social commitment you made weeks ago may come due today, requiring you to balance multiple social demands. Mars in Cáncer activates your 10th house of public reputation, making this a day when your social connections could have professional implications. Networking doesn't feel forced today. It flows naturally as you express genuine interest in others. While typically adept at seeing all sides of a situation, today you may need to take a firmer stance in a group dynamic. Your diplomatic skills will be tested when you encounter conflicting perspectives among friends or colleagues. Rather than avoiding the tension, your greatest contribution may come from helping others find middle ground. Uranus forms an interesting aspect to your social sector, potentially bringing surprising encounters with people from your past. An unexpected message or chance meeting could reignite a valuable connection that had faded due to circumstance rather than conflict. The asteroid palace Athena in your communications sector enhances your strategic thinking in social situations. You'll instinctively know when to speak and when to listen, making you an invaluable presence in group settings. Your social intuition is heightened today, allowing you to read between the lines of conversations and understand unspoken dynamics. Notice who seeks your company and who seems to be avoiding deeper engagement. There are important insights available through these observations. Social media plays a significant role in today's cosmic pattern. A message, comment, or post could open doors to new connections or revitalize existing ones. Your natural Libran charm translates well in digital spaces today, so don't hesitate to engage online as well as in person. Community matters are highlighted, suggesting that involvement in neighborhood activities or local causes could bring fulfilling connections. Your ability to mediate and find fair solutions makes you a valued member of any community group. This is not a day to isolate yourself, even if recent social experiences have left you feeling hesitant. The planetary energies strongly support reaching out and remaining open to the give and take of healthy relationships. The North Node's position suggests that your social growth comes through embracing connections that challenge you intellectually rather than those that merely feel comfortable. Seek conversations that expand your perspective, even if they initially make you slightly uncomfortable. Neptune's influence brings a dreamy quality to some of your interactions. Be mindful of idealizing new acquaintances or projecting unrealistic expectations onto existing relationships. Clarity comes through patient observation rather than immediate assumptions. Chiron activates healing in your one-to-one relationships, creating space for vulnerable conversations that strengthen bonds rather than weaken them. A friendship that has weathered difficulties may enter a new phase of understanding and appreciation today. The cosmic energy flow for Libra today creates a unique opportunity for balance between assertiveness and diplomacy. With Venus forming a harmonious trine to Jupiter, your natural charm is amplified, making this an excellent day to request what you need without coming across as demanding. Don't hesitate to advocate for yourself in professional settings. Your words carry special weight today. The moon's position in your communication sector suggests important conversations may arise unexpectedly, particularly around midday. Prepare by organizing your thoughts ahead of time. When these moments come, speak from a place of authenticity rather than calculated strategy. Your intuitive abilities are heightened today, particularly regarding interpersonal dynamics. Trust the subtle signals you're receiving about others' intentions, especially if something feels misaligned. With Mercury and Saturn in beneficial aspect, structured thinking leads to practical solutions. Take time this morning to write down any persistent problems and approach them methodically. What seemed impossibly complex may suddenly reveal clear pathways forward. Your ruling planet Venus is activating your zone of deep transformation, suggesting that releasing old emotional patterns creates space for growth. Consider which relationships or situations you've outgrown but remain attached to through habit rather than genuine fulfillment. Today's energy supports gentle but firm boundaries. Physical movement is especially important today. Your body needs to process the current planetary energies through motion. Even a brief 15-minute walk or gentle stretching session will help integrate the day's insights and release built-up tension in your characteristic Libra indecision centers, shoulders, neck, and lower back. Financially, practice restraint despite feeling an unusual urge toward impulse purchases. The Neptune-Venus square may cloud judgment around value and worth. Instead, channel aesthetic desires into reorganizing what you already possess or creating beauty in your environment without spending. In conversations today, practice the art of the pause. Count silently to 3 before responding in important discussions. This creates space for deeper wisdom to emerge while preventing reactive communication. Your diplomatic skills shine when you're not rushing. Consider reaching out to someone from your past whom you've been thinking about recently. The stars suggest a reconnection now could prove mutually beneficial, particularly if the previous relationship involved creative collaboration or intellectual exchange. Avoid overcommitting to new projects or responsibilities today. The current astral configuration suggests you'll soon gain clarity about which direction truly deserves your energy. Patience now prevents scattered efforts later. In your evening hours, artistic expression provides an important outlet. Whether writing, drawing, playing music, or simply arranging objects beautifully in your home, allowing your aesthetic sensibilities expression helps integrate today's energies. Before sleep, a brief meditation focusing on your heart center will help balance the day's mental activity with emotional centeredness, ensuring more restful sleep and greater clarity tomorrow. Welcome to your detailed Libra horoscope for June 12th, 2025. Today presents a fascinating cosmic landscape for those born under the scales of balance. As we move into this mid-June day, Libra natives will find themselves at an interesting crossroads. The Sun in Gemini forms a harmonious sextile with your sign, creating a mentally stimulating atmosphere where your natural diplomatic abilities shine brightly. Communication flows with unusual ease today, making it perfect for important conversations and negotiations. Venus, your ruling planet, has moved into Leo, igniting your social sector with warmth and creative energy. This placement brings a particular glow to your interpersonal connections, especially in group settings or community projects. You'll likely find yourself drawn to artistic pursuits or cultural events that allow you to express your aesthetic sensibilities. In terms of your love life, this day carries significant potential for Librans in both established relationships and those seeking connection. For coupled Libras, there's a delightful balance between independence and togetherness. You're able to maintain your personal space while still nurturing the bonds that matter most. If you're single, your natural charm is amplified today, and a chance encounter in an intellectual or artistic setting could spark something meaningful. Pay special attention to conversations that challenge your perspectives. There's romantic potential hidden in dynamic intellectual exchanges. Career-wise, June 12th, 2025, brings a